Why would you need to take something for something that doesn't exist? Where is the proof that anything exists at all? At the end of the day, all they're doing is warming you up, saying, oh, we're free. But you've got more restrictions on you than you did before you were supposedly locked down. Like, you can travel here, you can travel there, as long as it's within a certain distance. But everywhere you go now, you need to scan yourself. It won't be happening. From day dot, when they said that this thing was happening, I've called BS on it the whole time, because it is. There's nothing out there to prove that it is what they claim it is. Show it to me. If you can, the next time I hear somebody go, oh, but what about all those people dying? They were dying. They were going to die before this. Everybody has an opportunity to die at some point. And to go and blame it on this so-called whatever I can't say, there's no proof at all. People were dying prior to this. And now we don't even have a flu. Can I say that? I don't know. And now we've come full circle, and now we're back to bat talk. Really? Why aren't people dropping down like they were in those original videos from Bat Central? Where are they? They're nowhere. I mean, the places where people are sick aren't even overly frequented. The only people in there supposedly are your premiers or whatever you want to call them. I can't say anything, can I? I haven't made a video for ages because I can't talk anymore, because everything I say gets censored. So it's really been a pointless exercise. I mean, there's other channels that seem to be able to say whatever they say and not get censored, but I've said like a couple of words in a previous video. I've been on strike for how long, so that's why I haven't made any videos either, because if I do, I lose my whole channel. And there is some useful information on there over the years, even, mightn't be relevant to everyone, but I'm telling you now, if I go back, the truth is there. It's getting to the point where you can't trust anyone. You can't trust the media, you can't trust hardly anyone now. Like, everybody's compromised, because they might say something that appeals to what your thinking is, but then in the next sentence they'll totally say something that goes against what your thoughts are. That's why I'll never go to a protest or anything, because there's too many different mindsets out there, and I don't really care for it, as long as you've got your right to be able to speak, and it doesn't matter what format or platform, whether it's in real life standing on a milk crate in the city or whether it's on the computer. It doesn't really matter. Still going to try and get a message out there, but it's getting very difficult. I don't want to sit here and have to talk in code. I can't express myself. I've got to, fill my brain with other alternatives to what I'm saying just to try and say something. We're losing it. At what point are you going to question this whole thing? It's all BS. There's no other way to put it. You just have to look at all the conflicting stories over the last nearly 2 years now, year and a half. It's all contradictory to each other. Like, you've got them in one sentence saying, oh yeah, you've got to stay apart, and then next sentence they're making out. Like, you can't say anything. It's the first time I've said something, and it probably doesn't mean anything because it's all jibber-jabber, because I can't speak the way I want to speak. I hope, it's actually good maybe to see some people, with more viewers getting arrested or whatever, just so people might get an idea that this is all a bit corrupt. But, I'm so tired from all the opinions and reasonings, and it's like, How do you get sick from something that doesn't exist? The flu doesn't exist anymore. So if anything, we've cured the flu. So why are people still taking a flu jab even? Because the flu doesn't exist anymore, apparently. Oh, where is it? Find it. What, as soon as the government tells you that you can relax or, not be concerned about a deadly, wicked entity that could enter your body, like, you're telling me in one hand that I can't do this and I can't do that, I can't have a visitor in my house, but I can have 50 people in a pub and we can all not wear masks and take photos with each other and say how we're free, as long as you scan when you enter the room. Like, does anybody not see what's happening here and where it's going? Because what's the next step? They might as well just chip you, which is probably what they're going to suggest to you. Oh, save you having to scan all the time. We'll just we'll just have it so you just walk in and it knows you're there, which they already have that technology already. It's not as if, a tracing app can do anything when they're already tracing you already with every other means, whether it's your bank, whether it's your phone, whether it's anything, like they're already tracking you. They don't need to COVID. Oh, far out. This is gone now. I can't go further. Oh, well, if this goes, it goes. But yeah, you can't. Why do you need this code scanning thing when they already scan you? They know everywhere you are. How does it tell me what the weather is if it doesn't know where I am? But people are sleeping on this stuff because they've been distracted by more crap like UFOs and the like. But anyway, I just wanted to say something, or try and say something that probably doesn't mean anything, and I'll leave it at that. And don't fall asleep on this stuff, because they're not telling you the truth. They never have. This will be around for another 3 or 4 years at least, this whole game, with no logic whatsoever, and more stupid claims as it goes along. It's like, how much guilt tripping can they do to you to make you succumb to what they want you to do? Like, I had one example, somebody I know that works somewhere, so I can't even say anything. They were told that they were a tier 2 location, and they had to all go get tested, even though it was 16 days earlier that the supposed case walked in to their premises. So, like, what's the logic behind that? It's already done a cycle, hasn't it? Or 2? Remember when it was 28-day cycle, and then now it's like a week cycle? Remember when they could test you and it took you 5 days, and then all of a sudden now they've got the technology that can tell you within 12 hours? What? They put all the energy into making these technologies. There's people starving in the world. You can make food. It was edible, not poisonous. But I could ramble on, but it's actually nice to actually try and say something. But anyway, I hope you're all dealing with this and can see through the BS. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Bye.